Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to discuss about fold function in Scala. So what is fold function? So fold function is a transformational function. So whenever we are doing any kind of a transformation on over RDD, then we can use fold function. How fold function works? So it first aggregates element in the each partition and then aggregate results of all the partition to get the final result. So how generally it works? So suppose the data is distributed into the different partition, and if you want to do certain kind of aggregation, so first it will going to aggregate or apply the aggregate function in each element or in the each partition. And when the aggregation has been done in each partition over the elements, then it will then aggregate all the result which is present into the different partition and get the final result. It uses the initial it uses zero value to initial stage of each partition in the folding. So when we are going to apply the fold function over the RDD to perform any aggregation, first it will initialize with 0 in each partition. To initialize the accumulator in each partition, this 0 value is used. Mostly 0 is for integer and nil for collection. So whenever we are going to apply on the fold function, so during the process of initialize the accumulator in each partition, what fold is doing? Fold is applying a 0 value method. It is initialized with the help of a 0 value for integer. If you want to do any kind of aggregation of the integer value, and it will be null in the case of collection. So we will see in the detail what time means that how we are going to initialize the accumulator with the help of a 0 value. I will show you when I will going to do the exercise. So in this exercise, what I am just doing, I am just importing a Spark session and I am importing all the required functions. So here I am just importing all the functions. Here I am just creating a list variable and I am just putting a object in each list. This list variable will going to help in creation of this RDD with the help of a Spark context and parallelize method by passing this list variable. So all the data which is present in this list variable now available in this RDD. Once this RDD gets created, so what I will going to do? I will going to use this fold function and I will going to perform certain kind of aggregation. Here I will perform addition aggregation. Here I will perform minimum aggregation. Here I am just perform the max aggregation. And this 0 value you are seeing, no? So this will going to use to initialize the accumulator whenever we are doing this fold function, right? So when if we are going to do x plus y, so if it is present, if the data x and y which we are going to add it is present into the different in one partition, so to add it, the value addition of the value, it will be initialized with the help of a 0. First 0 value will be there, then on subsequently we are going to add the value in 0, then 1 2 3 4 like this. And this is the print statement. So whatever the value it is fetching from here, this is for the sum, this is for the man, this is for the max. So this will going to print here. So let's do this exercise in Databricks. Let me create a notebook. Name the notebook as a fold. To perform fold function, we need some data. So I have already created this list object. This has the required data. On top of that, we will going to do this fold exercise. Let's wait. Okay, this list variable has been successfully defined. Let's import all the required libraries. Org import org.apache.spark.sql spark.sql and then spark session. A spark session is available. Let's import all the functions. Import org.apache.spark.sql.functions. Let's import all the functions. Now let's create a RDD. How we are going to create the RDD? With the help of a spark.spark.context.parallelize method and passing the object which has the data. This is the list object which we have created. This list object has data. Okay, this RDD has been created. Now let's call fold function and do certain kind of a transformation over this RDD. So first let's create AP fold sum AP RDD. We are going to call fold, and what we are going to first let's first do aggregation. So first let's initialize it with 0, and then in this we create doing the aggregation function. X and y is the element parameter, and what I'm just doing here, I'm just giving this x and y. Let's run it. So this aggregation has been successfully done. Let's print this value. This is 130 total value. So that value which is present in this RDD. Okay, this RDD is created with the help of this list. So the total sum of the value is 120. So this is the sum aggregation which we have performed. So what it is doing? So we are calling this fold function on top of this RDD. The data is distributed into the partition. So this fold function will going to apply in each and every partition, and for each partition the aggregation sum aggregation will be initialized with 0, means accumulator, where the value will be going to accumulated, it is initialized by 0, and this is the two value x and y, whatever the value which is present in that particular partition, either value 1 and value 2, it will be there till it will reduces, or it will do the aggregation till final result or single result gets defined, or we can say single results will be the output of this aggregation function. And what is the total aggregation, sum aggregation for this the RDD value which is present the value which is present in the RDD is 120. Now let's do a min. Here instead of plus, let me call this min function. Let's run it. Let's print it. The min value is 0. Why the min value is 0? We see here the min 0 is not present here, because for each and every partition the what fold is doing for the accumulator, it is initializes with 0. That's why the minimum value is 0. That's why here also it is saying that the minimum value is 0. Let's do the maths. Maths here, instead of maths, let's call maths. And we can see here the max value of this RDD is 100. We can validate from here. This RDD is created with the help of this list variable. In this list variable, 100 is the maximum value. So in this exercise, we have seen how we can perform fold function to do certain kind of aggregation. And the aggregation which we have seen in this exercise is addition, min, and max. Let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.